Hello, welcome. It's good to see you all. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you very much for joining me. What are we doing today? There's a lot to talk about, actually. There's a lot to talk about, and there's a lot to dive into. Yes, the stream title does say I thought I'd nearly be done now, but we're still working on graphics, which is true. But we also haven't done any of the minigames, which is weird. Weird place to be. Last game, I think we finished at about this time. We were very much nearing the end of making the game last time, about this time. As in the number of days of streams that we've done. I think a lot of the days of productivity on this game have been shorter days, unfortunately. And also there was a big break, so there was like a little bit of catch up to do. Plus we did redo some bits and pieces, like, you know, and we've still got plans to redo some now. Aiming for a high quality product means it takes more time. Who knew, right? Like, I think that's also part of it. So yeah, there's a lot of that there. Other things to talk about though, like, I don't know. Oh, I didn't introduce myself. Hi everybody, my name is Mike. I like video games and I'm making some. Anyway, that's enough about me. Actually, let's talk more about me. As some of you know, as all of you probably know, many of you probably know. Let's say many of you probably know. My career changed a little bit recently. Like career, I'll use the term loosely. My day job, basically, I was doing contracting and consulting work. That sort of stuff stopped about mid-year this year, and I went and started working part-time, like 3 days a week at a different company. But that's only a fixed-term contract, and that will end in January, which means I will have no income in January. So I need to sort that out. So the reason I was not streaming game dev yesterday or today as much as I would like to have is because I was working on that. I don't have any agreements or confirmed anything just yet, but looks like I have something lined up. So that could be good. It could be very good. I don't know yet. But yeah, it could be very good. What it would mean for this channel is that I might be cutting it back to only one dev stream per week instead of like during, you know, the middle of the week, like Thursday. Normally right now I do Thursday, Friday. I might cut it back to just Fridays. It's also possible that I'll just be full-time 5 days a week at this other job, and that would mean I'd be doing less dev streams. I'd still do dev streams. I'd probably prioritize getting the Monday night streams to happen more frequently. Right now it's the first thing I let go in the week. If I need to have some time to rest, I'll take Monday night off. So I'd probably prioritize getting that in if I did have to drop both days, or even one of the days probably. The other thing is weekends will still happen, so we'll still be working weekends on the game. So it's not like it will stop, but that's what the current plan is. It also changes some of the plans I had for kickstarting the next project as well. If I do make an agreement with them, that I would probably have to put that on hold for like a year, because I'd want to make sure that I fulfilled some commitments with them, which would mean not taking extra time off of the job if I do start with them. Anyway. Nothing that's concrete right now, but I thought some people would be interested in hearing that. So, you know, we'll see how that turns out. It might be nothing, or it might turn into something. We'll just have to wait and see. As things stand right now, I still am fully planning on getting the Kickstarter stuff launched as soon as this game's done. We're going to pivot over to doing Kickstarter preparation, which will include putting together some like concept art and cleaning up the character art for the previous 2 games, redoing the animations, things like, just like some of the basics. Like I'll just do some of like that stuff, clean it up, really make it feel like it's worth something people want to put some backing behind, and then we'll take it from there, you know. Yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm really excited about the big project. I got a lot of big ideas. I'm gonna have to rein them in a little bit, probably. Probably I'll have to rein them in a little bit, because it might be too big of a game, and it might be a little bit too ridiculous and sprawling. But I got some ideas, so that's good, right? It's good to go in with some ideas in place. I don't want to spoil anything right now, but I think that my plan is to yeah, I don't know. I don't want to spoil too much. I have ideas. Like, okay, so a method for the characters to share objects with each other even though they're not in the same room, which is something that comes from Day of the Tentacle, which I really liked. That you could find something in the past and teleport it into the future to help out. You know, those are things I would like to do. I'm not doing time travel. At least it's not in the plot right now for any time travel. Plausible, like maybe it could happen, but it's not in the plot right now. It's going to be something that starts out feeling quite silly with like high stakes, the way that Day of the Tentacle is silly with high stakes. It could evolve beyond that. I do have some plans that I'm not sure, they're not like 100% in, but I definitely want to approach those ideas seriously and bring them in. So the game could actually take a bit of a turn to being like perhaps dark and disturbing, perhaps horror elements might creep into the game a little bit. Some twists that you might not expect. Day of the Tentacle does a really good job of being silly the whole time. Like, you know, you bowl over the clone army of purple tentacles, which is like, you know, it's a bit silly, but you know, it works too. Like, it's fun. And I think I kind of want to dial up the serious tone toward the end, or towards certain part of the game, like in certain areas, to be like more on the disturbing side. Like, instead of like Scooby-Doo, more like Stranger Things, if that makes sense. So that's kind of like the direction I think I'd like to take it, like steer it in that direction. So it's like a little bit of like subverting expectations, but also a little bit of like exploring some different themes that you probably don't get to explore if you're being completely slapstick and silly the whole time. But yeah, like I said, that might not go. That might not happen. Just an idea that I've been thinking of. But yeah, I've been thinking about the next game a lot, because everything, almost everything is sorted out and solved for this game. So it's a matter of like spending some time with it and seeing where it goes, trying out some ideas. That kind of thing will happen organically, probably. A fair bit of the game design will happen organically for the next one, the way it has for this one. But yeah. Putting our feet firmly back on the ground, what do we have to actually do for this game? We like concrete big ticket items that we have to tackle is arcade section for the mini like the handheld Game Boy type system, and we also need to do the stealth section for like sneaking away from the dogs. I would like for the player to be able to not have to take their hands off of the mouse and never have to touch the keyboard. For the arcade section, I think it's going to be a requirement to use the keyboard or to pick up a game controller and play with that. So that's something else I have to keep in mind. Like, for the next game, I probably won't play those kind of games with the input. I think typically an adventure gamer is going to be like, I'm going to play with the mouse, and then as soon as like there's any kind of arcade section required, I want to put the game down and not worry about it. So I want to also allow the player to basically like click a button or something to not have to bother with it. I guess part of me is like, don't give them that and sort of force them to like play the game the way it's designed. But at the same time, I understand some people play adventure games because they cannot play other games for various reasons. Some of those reasons are like very legitimate reasons, like perhaps they don't have great eyesight, perhaps they don't have physical abilities, you know, like maybe they are limited in what they can do physically. And you know, other people might just be like, you know, arcade action games give me headaches. Like, totally valid as well. Hi there, Basehole. Good to see you. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Sorry you got to hang out with Fractal Mind Dev. Yeah, indeed. Welcome in as well, a new follower, new producer just followed. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. I'm just monologuing at the moment, just thinking about what needs to be done for the current game. But thank you for that. I have anonymous follow alerts on the channel, so great to have you. If you want to jump in the chat and say hello, feel free to do that. Or if you want to lurk, that's also super welcome. Affix? Hello. I was going to say Affixy, but I think it's Affix. Good to see you. You've always thought of making adventure games, but I don't know how to design a story or puzzles. You come to the right place. I can help you out with that. Monologuing is a toilet... a toilet... Okay, Basil, that was a good pun. I didn't expect that. That was good. I mean, it's gross, but it's good. Fix, welcome in. Good to see you. Let me walk you through like the current game design that we have, because I kind of need to go there anyway. Let me start you off with this document, which is not the game design document. This is the journal. This is literally just me writing stuff down. Since the first game that I worked on at the start of this year until today. Yeah, everything, maybe not everything is written down, but practically everything is written down the whole way, even thinking about like other games to work on, working on different games, non-adventure games, ideas, and everything's here. But we're currently all the way down here in game 4 section, way down here. This is where we're up to. So, apparently last time I streamed, I finished a whole bunch of stuff that had stars next to it, which means I have no more stars to tackle. Just gonna delete all these stars. Wow, okay. Okay, I know what for a second there I wasn't sure what that meant, but I know what that means. We should actually look at implementing it. We should implement the full puzzle though. No, let's not do semi-puzzle, let's do full puzzle. Actually, that should be my focus for today. This should be my focus for today. Re-implementing the full... Well, actually implement now, because we don't have... It's not re-implement. We're going to implement the full puzzle. Whoops. There we go. Implement the... Just to get rid of that blue squiggly line. The full escape room puzzle. We'll get there. The star is just an emoji. That's right. Just an emoji. Damn, your journal has wide margins. Do you expect digital rats to eat them? You know what? This is just default margins. It's just default margins. I don't know what to say. I normally have it like this. So maybe that's a little bit like maybe the margins are justified now. But yeah. So this is not the design document. This is like literally me just tracking the work that I do every day and like writing down notes and ideas. Here is the actual work that I did on each of the games. So zooming in on complete game section, I'll zoom in onto the simplest one. Here it is. This is the first game that I started this year. I made this game in 2 weeks, so this is a very simple design. Now this is how I structure the game puzzles, but also it helps me to think about the story and elements required to make the game. So it's kind of like my core design for the game. And I learned all about this from an article over here called Puzzle Dependency Charts from Grumpy Gamer, which is famously the designer of Monkey Island. There's the link for that. So if you read that article, that'll give you like a lot of information you need. And the way I use them has evolved. But this is the first one that I made. So basically you can see here, I've got like this node here. That's required before you're allowed to do this. So in the game, you can turn on the stove, but it's broken. And then you can try and leave to go outside, because the dialogue that springs out of this is like, oh, the gas hose is broken. I think there's one on the barbecue. I'll go out and we should go out and get it. You go outside and it breaks the door handle. So you can't do that. So then you go and, you know, solve the door handle problem. Actually, no. This dependency graph is very importantly telling me that you need to drink coffee as well before it will let you break the door handle. So yeah, if you try and click on it, it'll say, I'm not leaving without drinking a coffee first. So you get the coffee, grind the coffee, brew the coffee, get the milk, steam the milk, and then combine coffee stuff. So combine all that stuff to make a coffee. Then you can drink the coffee. Now, when you click on the door handle, it will break. Then you need to go to the basement, collect the vice grips. Then you can go use the vice grips on the door handle, and that will allow you to open the door. Now you can go and do some other things. So this dependency graph basically is the story of the whole game until you finally get to make the bacon sandwich. The next game was a bit more complicated, as you can see here, a much bigger graph. This is Figma. I'm using Figma. There are other options. Figma's free for me to use by myself, but if I wanted to collaborate or something else, I think I might have to pay for it. I'm not sure. There's another one called Lunacy, which is also another free one. It's sort of like freemium though. It has like I think it's open source, but it also has like, I think there are paid features or something like that. I'm not sure about that. Oh yeah, pricing. Lunacy has pricing as well. Anyway, so yeah, you could use Figma, you could use Lunacy. I'm using Figma. There's also other ones like Miro, do similar things. So this is, as you can see, a much more complicated chart for this game. This is the second adventure game that I made. So you start out being trapped in a vault, and you have to do some things to finally exit the vault. But you can see I've also done things like I've just like mocked up, like this is a blueprint plan for something, showing like the kind of items that you're going to require for it. Here's a logic puzzle design that I threw in, and how to solve that. And there's also a few other things in here. There's a lot of optional content in the game as well. So it's all like I've got a lot, like lists of options that I wrote down in some cases. There's a programming puzzle, which I didn't design here. I designed that in other places, but there's also a little programming puzzle in this game. So you can go and play this game here, and you can just run it on the website. But this is the game. It's called Day of the Hamster. And this is the programming puzzle. There's another blueprint. So that's the this game's great. I really like this game. I recommend you try this one out, actually. If you're interested in making a little adventure game, that's a little adventure game that I made. And you can watch the full series of me working on that game over on my YouTube channel. So you can go check that out. Yeah, I don't want to spoil the game. It's actually really good, so I won't dig too deeply into that particular graph. This is the graph for the current game, and I need to think about this part here, because this is the part of the game this is the first part of the game, and I haven't fully implemented this. So there's expansion opportunities that I've written here. We could make these more puzzly. At the moment, you just have to reach for them and grab them. Actually, you can't even do that because I haven't prepped that work yet. But it's probably about time that we do that. So let's fire up the graphics program here that I've been using. And let's see here. Let's just go open file. Let's go to room assets. The house, the bedroom. Actually, before I don't think I want to edit the sprite version. I want to edit the high res version, actually. So let's actually go here. I'm just trying to think of how we will tackle this. I'm not sure how we'll tackle this. Let's just go, let's just do it. Let's not think that hard about it. Let's just do it. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is just like, well, I know I need to remove that flag, so I'm just gonna like see if that's, yeah, that, okay, we're totally ready to do that. We just need to turn that off and export the graphics or whatever. Can we do the same with the curtain? I think the curtain... No. Okay, so that's shadow. Let me just... Okay, that worked. Control Z was helpful. Okay, we also have curtain grouped. Oh, that's the whole curtain, though. We don't want to take the whole curtain down. We only want to take the actual curtain. Perfect. Okay, yeah, we can do it then. So what I'm tempted to do here is actually... let's turn off the clutter sketching as well. Just get back to just having the pirate flag and the curtain removed. We'll just grab this entire image. Control Shift C that. We need GIMP. GIMP does a better job of scaling than Sprite does. Oh, it's Adrian. Good to see you, Adrian. How you going, mate? Gotta be courteous. Oh, man. Everybody's got the puns today. Let's just do that. And then we're going to... Let's see. Let's just scale the image down to size. Not 2000, geez. 200. Cubic scale. That's okay. I think I actually did go back through and clean up some of these elements. So what I might do is go grab the existing one that I already did some cleanup on. Which I have to imagine is BG7. I have to imagine BG7 is the correct one to open here. Let's see, what's the, what zoom level are we at here? We're at zoom level 400. Let's get that done here. If we flick over, yeah, so some of the details on the face here and here, you can see how much that is refined. There's also some details on the audio setup, the audio deck, whatever you want to call it. That's a bit cleaner. Even bone to pick is a lot more readable. So instead of me redoing all of that hard work, I'm just going to copy and paste it into here. Let's get zoomed right in. Can I just make a lasso selection? Oh boy, maybe not. Can I press escape? There we go. Let's try this selection method instead. See, I actually probably only need to copy the face section here. I realized now. Maybe I'll just do this. Something like that, maybe. I don't know if I modified the skeleton or not in that too. Control C. Nope. What did I press? Control V. Control C. Back over to this one. Control V. Make that a new layer. And then we should be able to just move it into position. Something like that. Okay. Good. Did I do any modification on the pizza? Let's see. 800. 800. Doesn't look like it. Pizza looks the same to me. I'm trying to line them up so I can perfectly see. Oh man, I'll never line up. But you can see the pizza's not changing, which is good. All right. So that's great. Now we have a background without the curtain, without the flag. So we can actually use that as the background, and then we can just insert the flag element and the curtain element as whatchamacallit objects. You know what I'm talking about. Whatchamacallit objects, right? Ginger Buddha, good to see you. The project. Oh, I got a cat hair in my mouth. So like, the project's going great. Gross. I don't know if that came from my beard and I like brushed it into my face as I was drinking the coffee, or if it was on the edge of the coffee cup or something. I don't know where that came from. The cat was in here. Actually, there's cat hair all over the desk because I had the cat in here with me earlier today. Yeah, it probably came from the desk. I realize now. It's probably gonna make me sneeze too. Anyway, stop eating cats. I'll try. They're so tasty though. I think I heard my wife come home earlier. I'm not sure if I did, but I think I did. Oh, somebody left a package at the front door. That's probably for me. I should probably go get that. Mike, aka Alf. That's right. Alien life form. Anyway, this is great. So let's just do one more step here. Let's go image mode indexed. 16 is way too few colors. Let's go with like I don't know, like 180 colors. Was that harmful, do you think, to the look of the image? Let's see if I can just line these both up. I think it is a bit harmful to the look of the image. I might just not bother with the 256 color limitation. So yeah, you can see a lot of the detailing has gone a little bit awry as well with this change. Which is probably fine. Like, maybe we just don't care. I don't know. Do we care? I feel like it makes some things pop more, which is kind of good looking, but other things get a little bit like left in the lurch. If I could make more decisions about like which things got to stay and go, I would probably do something about the surface of this table, for example, and the aliasing around the speaker here looks bad. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could spend some more time on them. I want to kind of be lazy as much as possible though. So I'm just not going to apply that change, and I'm just going to export this as is. What the heck? Where am I? All right. So up to like BG 8 at this point. 8. Okay. And then we're going to put the curtain and the flag in place. Maybe we can do that over here. So what if I just open both of these? Do you want to load the following as an animation? Sure, why not? Perfect. All right. So all I want to do is like, basically I just want to get a square section is probably the best way to do this of these elements. Something like this. Making sure we encapsulate fully. So we're a little bit off here, so, you know. There we go. Fully encapsulating everything that we need to. And then I can just export that selection. And only the selected frame. So only frame 1. And we go BG, we'll just call this one pirate dash flag. No, pirate space flag. We're not going to do a GIF. Let's do a PNG of it. Export. And we'll do likewise with the curtain. So anything that the curtain influences, so it goes all the way down to here. And it starts about here. And it goes up to practically the top of the screen. So if we just start here and make our selection, we can go to the edge of that, and we can go all the way down to the bottom. So that's the whole curtain section. Do the same thing. File, export as, selection. Call this one curtain.png. I know I spelled pirate badly. I'll probably spell curtain wrong too. Now we can go into the game. Adventure Game Studio. Load the new version of the project. Go to bedroom. Edit bedroom. And change room assets. No. Yeah, change the background, room assets, new, house, bedroom, BG8. Now they're gone. Now we go objects, and then we go place new object, and then we change the name of object to O flag of piracy. And then we change the image, and we go to scenes, we go to Sierra's house, we go to bedroom, we go right click, import sprites. We're going to import this. We're going to change it so that we only use the actual outline of the flag, and we'll remove all the other elements. But for now, I just want the visual to be correct. So we'll go with that for now. We can re-import later with the version that we end up exporting. This is all fine. Just import, select it. And then we just need to position it correctly. There we go. Nab that cat and run. Hello, good to see you. Welcome in. I'm going to add a new object. We're going to do exactly the same thing. Except we're going to call it curtain. Oh, curtain. Curtain. I'm sure that's how you spell curtain, right? Curtain. Image. Do the same thing. Import. Grab that one. Again, we'll like get rid of all the other elements that we don't want to worry about out of there. But for now, this is fine. We can literally just line this up and plonk it in place. Like so. Baseline overridden probably doesn't matter, but we'll just say baseline overridden 1 for both of these elements. Which means like the baseline is like basically all the way at the top of the screen, which means you can never walk behind them, which is what we want. So that's good. Next, let's just go do the cleanup now. Let's just go do the cleanup now. What will happen if, I'll just demonstrate why we want to clean them up. and get rid of those elements that aren't part of the object. So right now where my mouse is, wherever I put it over, say this hockey stick, you can see it's like pixel accurate to being basically just the hockey stick. So likewise with the screwdriver, if I'm like either side of the pointy bit of the screwdriver, it's like doesn't matter. But with the flag, anything that is part of that image will count as pirate flag, which honestly is like not that bad because the pirate flag is basically square, but you know, it's not as pixel accurate as it could be. Curtain though is a real problem because like window is like this little sliver here, and then the rest of it's not. It's all curtain. So we definitely, like, at minimum we should deal with it on the curtain. Probably we should also deal with it on the flag. So that's what I was just suggesting we'd go and do. So let's go do that. Now that we have the elements and we've got them opened up in Sprite, we should be, well, we've got the original open in here. We should actually just be able to go here, open some files, and just open curtain and open pirate flag and open them separately because they're not the same and they're not numerically whatever, so that's fine. Now we can just kind of go in and crop out all the parts of them definitely not part of the curtain and so forth. Hey Tolplin, good to see you. And Nicholas, welcome back. You always knew 90% of Windows was curtain. Good. All right, so yeah, this should be easy. In theory, we should be able to basically just do this. I want to be careful that I'm not like deleting something that should look like it's part of the curtain. So even if I leave like a full pixel buffer around the curtain, it's still probably okay. I can definitely delete these bits that are wood. And if I want to be fair, I can probably also just delete this whole section as well. Let's maybe we do this. There you go. So I'm trying to leave about a pixel of space between, just so like we definitely aren't losing any of the anti-aliasing or anything like that. If it feels weird, we can delete even more. Maybe I'll just go from there. Oops. There you go. Keep going. Curious of something, if you have multiple layers containing different parts of a scene, would it be possible to turn off the layers with parts you don't want as part of the image, save it as a suitable file, and then crop it using picture editor of your choice? That's literally what I've been doing, I think. I think what you just described is what I've just done, actually. I'm just cleaning up the parts that I cropped out. So now only those pixels will be considered curtain pixels. So I just need to save that actually because it's already correct. So we do the same thing with the pirate flag. Hopefully it's a little easier to do with the pirate flag. Gonna do the same thing and try not to like encroach on pixels that are altered because of the flag. Gosh. Maybe I need to zoom in a little bit more. And to be clear, it's for visual reasons that I want to make sure that the anti-aliasing stays in place, not for picking reasons. For picking reasons, I'd actually probably leave them off, but, you know. I think in this case, I'm just going to skate right past that. Oh, gosh. There we go. That'll do. So we just save this and we just go re-import them. So the flag of piracy. Whoops, we need to actually reload it. Replace from source. Replace from source. And now when we start the game, Pirate Flag reminds me of a few pirate-themed characters I plan to draw someday. One based on pirate ship, the others are ghostly pirates. I like ghostly pirates. Yeah, so now, like, it's not saying it's Pirate Flag like it was before. It's a little bit more pixely accurate, which is good. But visually, if I remove it, like, it should look correct as well. So, and now it's window for most of the window, and it's only curtain where the curtain actually exists. Which makes sense to me. Yeah, that all looks, and it looks fine too. I don't think it visually is messed up. So now I should be able to pull the curtain down and the flag down, and it shouldn't be a problem. So let's do that. We'll start with the pirate flag. Should I call it Jolly Roger? Or should I call it Pirate Flag? If global variable is window open, is bedroom window open. Wait, don't I already have that? I have a variable for that, actually. Hey there, 100 Acre Woods. Good to see you. Welcome. Welcome. Should I call it the Pirate Flag the Jolly Roger, or should I call it the Pirate Flag? So what's this? Windows state. Windows state. I don't know what any of this is. What's the rope thing? Why is it a big number? Why is it 1,000,000? Oh, okay. So state 3 is ready to climb out. State 2 must be if it's open. State 1 must be... State 0, it's stuck. And closed. No, wait. Yeah. Okay, so state 0 is stuck. State 1 is lubed up and ready to open. State 2 is open. And state 3 is it's ready to climb out. So I want to say if the state of the window is open, Maybe maybe I need to think about this. Basically, let me just to do item this. To do. Don't let player pull down flag until Sierra realizes they can't jump out window and will need to make a rope. That's a long comment. All right, that'll work. That's fine for now. We just leave the comment in place. Now we can just say player interact I flag, which we don't have yet, and O flag, and the X and Y coordinates to which to walk. Let's just leave that blank. If we just leave it default, it'll be fine, I think. That's probably literally all we need to do for the actual interaction. We just need to create iFlag because it doesn't exist, which is like I was just saying. So let's go ahead and add it. New inventory item. iFlag. And pirate flag. And let's go create some images for it. I feel like I already did. Ooh, I feel like I may have already done something. Oh, I may have already done something for this. I feel like I did. I'm not sure I did, though. Let's see. Let's go to the old redacted. Let's go to room assets. Let's go to inventory. Inventory items 0001. Look at that. We freaking did. There's the pirate flag. There's the batteries. I don't know why I did the pirate flag already, but I'm so glad I did. It means I don't have to worry about it. Collect his entire bed, including the bed frame. I mean, it's plausible. We could do it. It's like it's practically all done. It's so good. All right. Cool. So I just need to export this frame. Export as selected frame. Wait, do we... One second. Inventory. Okay, we did it. We don't have it here, so we need to bring it over. Let's do that first before we do an export. File, save as. Change it to this one. Room assets, new inventory. Put it in here. Save. Now we can export this frame. Current frame. Save it as... See, I like the idea of just saving it as inventory items.gif, but I don't know. If we were to do that, we would have to duplicate this frame and duplicate this frame, but then delete the background on the second version. So you have with the background, without the background. Basically. And then we can just go export as GIF inventory items 0001. Export. Yeah. Yeah. And then we can just go cursor image, go to inventory. Let's make a new folder here. We'll call this folder inventory. I don't know, let's call it stuff for now. I got no idea what name to make it. But then if we just import that GIF file, and just say leave as is and hit import, we now have it. So this was the cursor image, and this is the inventory image, and we're ready to roll, basically. So we should be able to grab the pirate flag now, basically. The same way as we can grab the hockey stick, for example. So we've got the flag, and we in our inventory. And we should be able to try and use it on stuff.
That doesn't work.
I forgot that I added that doesn't work. Yeah, that's great. Good job, video game. Good job. So do the same thing with the curtain. That's kind of annoying that you have to do that, though, to get them imported. I feel like there's got to be a better way. I don't know. It's probably not. It's just a shockingly bad editor in some ways. Like, they could certainly improve it. Why is that going into room 12? Ah, I was on the object. Whoops. That's what I expected. There's no animation 13. I just pulled that number out of the air. We have to go find the views. Where are the views? Create new loop. Sierra, walking, blah, blah, blah. Ah, yes. Good. I stretch. All right. I apologize. Create subfolder. Interaction. Hello there, Coburn64. How are you today? Create subfolder. Grabbing. I don't know. Whatever, man. All right, let's go ahead and import an animation here. Room assets, characters, Sierra. Open that and leave as is. Do that. And delete that. Doing all right. That's good to hear. Could be better, but you know, life gives us lemons. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it's a truckload. Oh no. Oh no. Hopefully you're feeling much better though now, Coburn. Or soon you'll be feeling better. Hopefully there's light at the end of the tunnel. Let's say that for another analogy. Good luck, mate. I'm sorry to hear that you're not doing the best, but I'm glad you're here. Alright, so we animate and then we do player dot face direction. E direction down. Player dot remove, like, lose inventory. I don't know why it's lose inventory. I hate that it's lose inventory every time, every bloody time. Anyway, I flag. Every time I want to do this, I'm like, remove inventory, or like something makes sense, not lose. That doesn't make sense. I flag rope. All right, we need to create flag rope now. Hopefully stuff will be sorted out soon. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I did a little bit of a chat at the start of the stream talking about my situation as well. And like, things are honestly looking pretty positive at the moment. I'm pretty happy about it. Still, everything's still up in the air, but things are looking good. Let's see. What's a good word? Substitute, rope substitute, rope-like object, rope substitute. I don't even know if that's how you spell substitute. I flag rope. There we go. I think that's what I called it. We need to use an inventory object here. I'm going to just use a rope that we already have though. Just as a placeholder, because I can't be bothered going and drawing it right now. The cursor? Yeah, there we go. These are good value things to have done. Okay, grab this guy. Yoink. Grab that guy. Also yoink. Check our inventory. Grab a screwdriver. Let's try combining a screwdriver with a flag. Oh, no. Nope. No. Nah. Alright, what about with that? Yep, get the same message. And then what about together? I'll just tie these two together and crash the game because I left it on 13 instead of making it 12. Which it is, I believe. 12. Yes, it's 12. Was that trying to use screwdriver in a socket? No, it wasn't. It was using just like anything that you use with the flag or the curtain that is not the other one. It'll just say that message. I thought that would be fun. Oh, no. No, nah. Anyway. Use those two together. I'll just tie these two together and... there. That'll make a nice rope-like object. And now I have a rope. just like an actual rope now. Good. All right. Back to room 12 script. Thought it was you tried to put in an electrical socket or something. Yeah. It is a bit of a hell no statement, but I just thought that it would be funny to do that. Chances of somebody actually seeing it is pretty low, I feel. Because most people who are like trying to work on the solution, they'll be like, oh, I obviously tie these two things together. So chances of them actually seeing like a message like that seems pretty slim. But still. So it's open now. Well done. I broke the hockey stick, so it gone. Yeah, good. I like that the bad language version still exist. So this is using inventory on the window. This is just interacting with the window. It's jammed. I can't open it because it's stuck. It's still jammed, but it's moving a bit. I think I need a lever to lever it because it will be leverageable. It's already open and I don't want to close it because it open. I need to find a safe way to climb out the window now. It long way down. So let's just not do this now. Okay, the rope thing is I flag rope dot ID. There we go. So we've already programmed it. I've tied the rope to the bed and defenestrated the rest. So we have to animate tying the rope to the bed. Or at least like, you know, pretend that we do that. That like just fell asleep while talking. Yeah, I think I was pretty tired at the time I was typing it, and I was just like, I can't be bothered typing correctly because this is all placeholder text anyway. So I just like, if I made a typo or just couldn't be bothered typing an actual word, I just was fine with it. Oh, Kuning-san, hi, good to see you. Because there was a VU meter thingy on the desk. Yeah, it's actually a cassette deck. A head unit with a cassette player. What do you call it? You know what I'm talking about. A home stereo system. do, 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 do. It's jammed, and I can't open it because it's stuck. Oh wow, you actually thought to do that? Okay, I'll lubricate this window with the sandwich condiments.
That doesn't work.
It's open now. Well done. I broke the hockey stick, so it gone. It's already open, and I don't want to close it because it open. I need to find a safe way to climb out the window now. It long way down.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
I'll just tie these two together and... there. That'll make a nice rope-like object.
That doesn't work.
I've tied the rope to the bed and defenestrated the rest. Actually, I didn't lose the rope, so I still have that, huh? Should I just throw this screwdriver out the window? Nah. I climb now. This should work too, right? How will I ever kiss the ground without help? Craving outside ground. Good. This is a game now. This is officially now a game. Is that full puzzle implemented? We don't have full graphic implementation. We're like a little bit off of full graphic implementation here. But I think full puzzle implementation, apart from dialogue, we're done. It's still jammed, but it's moving a bit. I think I need a lever to lever it because it will be leverageable. It's open now. Well done. I broke the hockey stick, so it gone. It's already open, and I don't want to close it because it open. I need to find a safe way to climb out the window. It's a long way down. I'll just tie these two together and... there. That'll make a nice rope-like object. I've tied the rope to the bed and defenestrated the rest. I climb now. Yeah, that's basically the full first puzzle for the game. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't do anything with it. Enter Trehouse. Well, normally I'd have to solve a complicated puzzle to build a ladder here, but FMM hasn't implemented it yet. So I'll just magically get the dino grabber. That dialogue about leverage, he talks like an idiot. Like, torques? Okay, that's good. Look, I have a dino grabber now. I wonder what this is for. Calamity? Calamity doesn't like squeaky toys. I'll try to help Calamity out and remove the thorn in the foot. Mm-hmm. Very good animation. Do you like that animation? So good. The greatest animation. Watch the animation all day. Stop while you're ahead. Like, if you've got a dino grabber, this is clearly what you should do with it, right? Like this. It's a good gizmo. It makes this sound. Listen to the sound it makes. You will lament my efforts. Oh. But now that we've healed the foot, you can walk past the llama now, which is great. We need to bring the cat into the game. You know what? I need to make the walkable area needs to be like way wider. Like, I don't care if you walk off the footpath. Who cares, man? It just needs to feel smoother to move around. It feels bad to move around over there. Oh my, it's Aunt Jenny! I could be changing the names on the name chart while Jenny is distracted. Alright, I just added that for fun. So she goes and fiddles with the TV. Basically is how this one works. Yeah. All right. How are we going? What time is it? How long have we been streaming? Only an hour and a half? Jeez. Yeah, so I'll recap a little bit what I said earlier. Basically, for the last day or two, I've been talking to people about new job opportunity. And that seems like it's going very well. And I am expecting to have a conversation about an offer and an agreement for a new job starting next year. I'm expecting to have that conversation on Monday. So we'll see. But that's why I haven't been doing game dev this week. Got to sort that kind of thing out, right? It's an important thing to sort out, to have solved. So that's what I've been focused on. But now that that's behind me, I hope to be back to full focus on game dev soon. Yay, new job! Yeah, like I needed it because like the current job that I have is only a fixed term contract. Graphicus, thank you. Yeah, I have a fixed term contract at the moment for my day job, which is like fine, but also, you know, something I have to make sure is I know what's happening on the other side of it. So this seems like it'll be a good fit for me and for them. So yeah, I suppose I should do the graphics for the rope situation. Let's just take care of that. We already have, I guess, the elements that make it up too, so we should be able to just... something like that. And then, let's see. Oops. Hey, Bloody Cactus raiding. Welcome in, Bloody Cactus and Raiders. Good to see you there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's going on? Everybody, if you haven't checked out Bloody Cactus channel before, do yourself a favor and go drop in over there. Drop a follow and say hi from me next time you see him online. That'll do. Me and my mighty party of one. Welcome, welcome. It's good to have you, dude. What were you up to today? Commodore 64. Very nice, very nice. You're into part 3 today. Cool. What do you think of it so far? Interesting. Probably the first game designed by an all-women development house team. Really? Wow, that's pretty interesting. They were strange cult commune religious movement. Oh no, that's extra weird. Very interesting to look up. That sounds crazy, actually. Yeah, something like maybe I do want to go look that one up. That's crazy. I'm just doing some pixel art here on some objects for the inventory in this game. Just trying to add a little extra definition around a few places. Yeah, it feels lumpy-ish. Okay, good. And I think I kind of want to have like a bit of the blue poking through here somehow. Then maybe just have a little bit of the black coming off there somehow. Maybe like that. I don't know about the black bit. There you go. That ought to do it. Silver Sisterhood. Okay. Basically lived as it was the 18th century. Wait, how do they live as 18th century except make a Commodore 64 game at the same time? That doesn't add up. They made 8 or 9 games from like 86 to 1990. Wild. That's pretty cool. No TV, but a computer. Okay. Fascinating. Really fascinating. I might have to do myself a favor and go have a look into that. That sounds really interesting. Wow, you probably had a great time with that stream. All right, that will do for the object art. Man, after I add all that extra definition, this looks junk now. I have to clean this up a lot. Maybe that's a little enough definition added. Hopefully. All right, I'm going to leave it at that for now. So let's do that. That'll do. It's fine. It's not great, but it'll do. All right. Save. Export as frame selected. Flag rope. Cool. Nice. Okay. So that's good. Oh, looks like I actually had a comment in here to lose the rope thing, but I'd not... I didn't notice that before. Anyway, there you go. Good. Next, maybe here we do... this? And we say, oh, flag rope dot visible. Let's just do oh flag dot visible equals false or true. Change to flag rope at the last second there. And then we go to here. No. Here. And here. Where did I export that? I probably exported it to the wrong path. The inventory path, yeah. That's what I was trying to say. I guess that's about where I wanted it. I guess. Feels like it wants to be lower, honestly. Maybe like here? Is that possible? What should be there? I have no idea what I was thinking. Let's try that. Should have left some kind of like alignment detail in place. Just notice there is a little bit of a gap there. That's fine. Okay. All right, let's go. Cool. This is good. I forgot about the package that arrived earlier. I should go get that. Let me go get that. This might be, I might come back and end the stream, or I might keep going. I'm not sure what my family's doing right now. And also have to start doing the gaming stream at some point soon, because I don't want to start too late today. But yeah, I'll go get that package. I'll be right back. All right. I'm back. Yes, I am back. Sorry about the delay there. My wife and children were also had arrived home and wanted to tell me all about their days, which is nice. Thank you for the welcome back. I almost forgot what I was doing, but then I just remembered. The next step of this process is that we need to have Aunt Jenny appear outside. I feel like I just want to save this. Let me go file, save as here, save as. Pixel BG 01. Not PNG, no. Pixel BG 01 A sprite. Nope. Control S. No. Oh gosh. File save as Shift S. Control Shift S. Gosh. All right, let's try this again. Pixel BG01.ASEPRITE. All right. Good. Now we want to open up the backyard background image. The backyard background image. The backyard background. Backyard 1. Yeah, one of these two will do it. I don't know which one's which. Maybe this one. Maybe that one. Let's do this one. All right, so now, like, Sierra's bedroom in the story, I guess, is like up here someplace. So we need to have... Where's the lounge room? Is this it? Mode, RGB. There we go. Aunt Jenny. There we go. And new layer. And we're gonna have do 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 do. Let's see now. What if we just do this? All right. Good, good. All right. I know I'm being very quiet. You just have to live with it. I don't know. I'm not gonna try and commentate every pixel I'm putting down here. I'm just trying to put in like the evidence of the escape here, you know. Hey, Anonymax, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Oh, that was weird. Weird zooming action. What's going on today, Anonymax? Hope you're doing well. All right, that's good. And then we need to add, like, the evidence of the pirate skull. Can't forget that. Something like that might work. Add a little bit of highlight to it, too. Do we have any other colors to work with here? Not really. That'll do. No, that's not enough. We need more skull evidence. Yeah, that'll do. Maybe just curve it off there a bit more. Cool. Hopefully that pays off as like, yeah, that looks like the thing that we threw out the window. Good. Flag rope. There we go. And Aunt Jenny. All right. Now, what do we call this? Sierra, I guess. Let's just bring the sketching tablet in play. We're going to sketch in some frames of animation here, I think. I could look at reference animation, might be worth doing. Let's see. Hmm. No good references, man. Just get my kid to climb off the roof of the house with a rope and video that, use that for reference. Bedtime for you, Adrian. Have a good rest, mate. Thanks for dropping by. Sleep well. I'll just fake it. We don't need a real reference. All right. Let's call this ref. It is getting pretty late. I don't know if I'm going to have much time to do this. At least to do it justice, because I do want to... I want to get into stream tonight, my gaming stream. What am I doing here? I kind of want to start soon. Good luck with child endangerment. Thank you, yeah. Good luck with sleeping. Okay. Flick over to this scene. All right, that's good. The old drawing glove on. Gaming stream should start soon. I feel like I should just probably start really soon, but I don't know, we'll see. All right. Let's see now. So, first frame. Let's just assume that this frame is... The first frame is blank. Next frame, we're going to have... Let's say... a leg with knee bent here, maybe? Something like that. Maybe I should bring in Sierra reference as well. Just so I got like the dimensions roughly right. Okay. We don't have this saved yet, do we? We should save this, just in case something happens. Save as, backyard, we'll call this one... climbing... sequence... dot ASEPR, that's not a P, PRITE. All right. Have a massive thread hanging off my jumper. Deal with that later. Okay. Hello? Why did we lose it on both frames? Control Z? Okay. So on the next frame, we're going to have like... Basically, we're going to swing that leg over to here. Something like that, maybe? Maybe more like that. That'll do. For a rough sketch animation we can use as a reference to put our character in place. I think that'll work. And then, of course, we'll go into cutscene with Aunt Jenny talking and saying, you can't go outside until you've done your chores, no sneaking out. And then you go back inside and you have to figure out how to get out. So, yeah, we're not getting this in-game today, but I can at least save it. And, I think I'm going to call it there, because it is 4:30. I want to take a short break before I jump onto the gaming stream, so we'll do that. Thanks again, everybody, for coming in and hanging out with me. Hope you stick around for the gaming stream later on. I hope I'll see you there. Yeah. Good start. Good start. Let's go back to our document. Actually, before I do that, let me just get this over here and unplug this screen. Want to make sure we're all set. I look forward to seeing that in that cat and run. It'll be good to see you there. Can I close this? Yes, I believe I can. Okay. I guess while we're here, we'll just do a quick once over on this too. I think we're good here. So when we get to the animation of him climbing down the rope for the next one, that hopefully will be fine. Hopefully a nice dynamic animation that looks good. And then, yeah, I don't know. Look, we got to do these. If we're going to try, we got to try. You know, we can't half-ass it for this one. This one has to be like pushing the boundary of what we did in the last couple of games. You have to push the boundary a little further, which means you have to do a little like smoother animations, cooler sequences, voice acting, those kind of things. We got to do those things. Hey, Slayer King. Looks like it's coming along well too. Thank you. Yeah, I really appreciate that. I'm really pleased with what we've done so far. Yes, I'll save the game. I don't know what we've changed. Have I backed up? No, I have not. All right, let's close this too. I don't think we need this right now. Yeah, this is fine. We didn't make any changes to this, so I don't need to save it. We only hid some objects, some layers, whatever. And also this we can close. We don't need to save any of this. All right, back over here. We implemented the full escape. Done. And we also create graphics for rope. Well, let's do that. Create graphics for let's do rope. Rope on bed. What else do we have? We did curtain and flag separated. I don't know, whatever. Whatever the word I should be using there is. We've made them on different objects now. What else do we do? Inventory, flag, and curtain. Yeah, that's about it. So we did all that. Then there's also animate escape sequence. Rough sketch climbing down. And final animation. Rough. We'll call it rough as well, so that way we can use that as an excuse to work on it more later. We haven't done the final part yet, though. Maybe that's where we'll pick up next time. I don't know. Chuck a little star emoji in there. Or 3. Is there anything else we want to think about here? I don't think so. Yeah, so that's part of this escape sequence is also animate Jenny talking, animate Tiara talking. Cut or transition rooms to lounge after sequence. So those are all things we have to do. We haven't done all that yet, but then once that's done, then we have to start working on like the okay, how do you escape the house a second time situation, which will be fun. There's a fair bit more to do, honestly. There's still a fair bit more to do. But basically what I'm trying to do... I guess I didn't really make this clear. Yo! Thank you, new producer, for joining us here. I appreciate it. Thank you for the follow. Sorry about my hair today, too. I never really apologized for it today, huh? It's still messy. So what I started on today is basically... I want to do... near complete implementation of everything up until the junkyard. So that includes like climbing out the window, like the animation sequence we were just doing, escaping from the house the second time, so like getting the Aunt Jenny to like change the channel on TV while she's distracted, we go and swap the names on the chores chart, and then we have to implement dialogue sort of puzzle to convince Aunt Jenny that we actually have done our chores, even though we haven't. Then we can leave. Once we're in the backyard, there's the llama, which we've kind of implemented like most of the llama situation. Then there's the cat, which we have to deal with the cat. That's to get the Game Boy. And the reason we need to do all of that stuff is because the little brother is blocking our path to get to the junkyard. So you have to do everything up until that point. Basically, what I'm not planning to implement in this run, like of this sprint, whatever you want to call it, I don't want to worry about implementing the arcade section right away. We'll implement the arcade section like later on, because it's basically switching to a whole other like game frame of mind to do that bit. So we'll do that bit, but later. And then, hey Foam, good to see you, dude. So but there's also like the ladder, there's also like breaking stuff out of the shed, there's like fixing the treehouse ladder, climbing up there to get the dino grabber to go, and yeah, there's a whole bunch of sequence stuff there to do. But basically, if we get all of that done, then it's like, okay, when you cross over into the junkyard section, it's kind of like, if I think of that as like the second half of worry about that later, we will worry about that later. And there's just a bunch of little things we have to do over there. So including the stealth section and the final screen as well. So few bits and pieces to take care of, but I think it'll be good. I think ultimately that'll come together quite nicely. Then it's just coming back to the mini games, get those 2 mini games sorted out. Then it's to go back, do a pass on all of the dialogue, make sure all the dialogue's good, add any additional like puzzles or references that we want to add. And then we've got to go get voice acting done. So I can just do all the voices myself for the first pass, and then we can try and maybe get like 1 or 2 other voice actors to come and help out. Because I probably don't have the right voice for like most of the characters in the game, to be honest, even though I wish I did. I think I don't. But we had all the voice acting, then we got to go through and do a sound effects pass and get the music in the game. And then it's pretty much just testing that needs to be done after all of that is done. We can probably start testing before we finish things like sound effects and voice acting. So yeah, there's that part too. We can probably deal with that separately. And then it's just launch. So yeah, lots and lots of little bits to do. But it's starting to feel like the end is in sight. Like I can actually see the path to the end now a lot more clearly than I could when we started. There are still a few gaps in the puzzle design mechanics, like that I just sort of said like do a puzzle here kind of thing. So we might need to dig a little deeper on some parts and really solidify what that will look like. But we're basically rapidly approaching a point where it's gonna start feeling like it's all downhill. It's not there yet. We're not quite there. I think once we get the junkyard first screen of junkyard stuff fully implemented, then everything else will start to feel like it's a bit more downhill, which is cool. Oh my gosh. Welcome. Thank you very much. New producer just followed. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to have you here. It's at the end of the stream. This game's coming along great, though. I'm really pleased with it. We've got lots of fun animations and stuff in it, which is so good. Yeah, lots and lots of fun little character animations. There's going to be lots of dialogue. It's going to be a much bigger game than the last two games. So, last game, I think, I've said this a few times, I think it like is 100 times better than the first game that I put out in this series. This one's going to be like at least 10 to 50 times better than the last one, I think. Once it's got all the voice acting and stuff in place, I'll see. I might even feel like it's even better than that. But like just from what I can see, what we've done right now, with just the quality of the animations and the quality of the like character designs and everything's like a step up again. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. Getting producer credits now? Yeah, everybody gets a producer credit when they follow. I'm hardly a producer. Hey, Blood Jedi, good to see you. Twitch decided to promote that I was live on here. Oh, nice. Hi. Sorry that I'm just about to leave, but yeah, this is a game dev thing. I can show you. I can show you some cool stuff. I'll load up the game engine again, the game dev tool, and we'll do a quick run through of the game so far. We'll just like look at all the stuff. What? Wait, what? I don't know what it was complaining about just then. Let me just exit. I'll load it again and see if it says the same thing. Sprite file AC spur set.spur contained extra data that is not referenced by the game project. This could happen if it was not saved properly last time. Leftover data will be removed completely next time you save your project. I mean, I guess if it's not used, it doesn't matter. Let's see what happens. What happened to having a break? I know, yeah, I know. That's typical me, right? But Blood Jedi's here, so I get to show stuff to Blood Jedi now. So this is the main character. Name is Sierra. And no, don't apologize. Not your bad. I'm happy to share, honestly. So this is our main character though, Sierra, and they are I don't know, he's just like a dude. It's his code name. Sierra is his code name that he gave himself. Yeah, this is his bedroom. It's not fully complete yet, obviously, still in progress sort of on the game design. You can't get out the door for whatever reason. You can't open the window because it's jammed. Got a little Mr. Squeaker. Never change, Mr. Squeaker. We have a hidden sandwich under the bed. Emergency sandwich. We use the condiments on the sandwich to lubricate the window, but it's still stuck, so we need to use the hockey stick to open the window. We can't get down out of the window because it's too far, so we have to make a rope. Calling Mike out because I'm just bad as he is, yeah. So then we take our two things and we combine them into a singular item. And now we tie them to the bedpost so we can climb out the window. Now we can climb out the window. A lot of placeholder dialogue in this section. So there's a llama here, and if you try and walk past the llama, it'll spit at you, and you can't get past it. So you have to go the other way. Right now, there's no puzzle for this. There's supposed to be a puzzle for building a ladder to climb the tree to get to the treehouse, but right now there's nothing like that. Every adventure game needs a llama. That's right. So now that we've gone and we haven't actually solved the puzzle, but we've now got a dino grabber. So now you might notice that the llama has like a thorn in its foot. So you use the grabber on Calamity. I mean, sorry, Calamity. To remove the thorn in the foot. So you get this great animation sequence, which it's now healed, so we can walk past the llama, and no problems anymore. But I haven't programmed it to not animate, so we can watch the animation again, which is nice. It's good to really see that animation a few times, I think. Can you pet the llama? Not right now, no. Not right now. We'll add that, though. We'll add that. Have you got petting the llama animation yet? No. I mean, well, we've got the animation of... I'll just play the standard grab animation, which will totally work. Yeah. Got this real-life dino grabber. So we can... I can cosplay as Sierra, I guess. Obvious how necessary it is? Yeah, of course. So there's a lot more puzzles that I haven't implemented in this section. That's what I'm doing, actually, is going through and making sure we add all the puzzle elements. There's the indoor section here as well, which I forgot to demonstrate. But yeah, we got this nice room, which is going to be filled out with some more content as well. But this part, we have to trick Aunt Jenny to let us out of the house by swapping the names. So at the moment, it's Simon on top and Sierra on bottom. You can see Simon's done all their chores and Sierra hasn't. So you steal the remote control from the TV and use it on the TV, which will play this animation where Aunt Jenny stands up and adjusts the TV. So while she's doing that, then you go over here and click on this sign and he'll swap the names over. And then you talk to Aunt Jenny and say, I've done my jobs. And then she looks over at the chart and goes, oh, I guess you have. You have to convince her. Yeah, big spoilers. This is the game dev stream, so I can spoil the entire game if I want to. So that's how you get outside and actually solve all this stuff. You actually have to do those things before you can solve the llama foot. There's a few other bits and pieces that aren't in game yet. But if you walk over to the car here, you can climb over the fence into the junkyard. You get to see this cool rat. If you try and take some dog food, the rat will get angry and hiss at you. Which is great. There's a few other animations that you don't get to see because I haven't implemented them in game yet. I guess I can show you though. Yeah, this is really fun. I really have enjoyed doing these. So you got the hissing and the eating animations. There's also a running away animation here for the rat. And there's also a coming back out of the hole animation. Oh, this animation's pretty good. It's incomplete. I haven't actually done it yet. But yeah, I got two dogs. One runs into the other dog and then it sort of like gets angry at him. And that they get, you know, this is the two junkyard dogs that you have to stealth section past. They're called Rip and Tear. Rip and Tear. There you go. There's also this one. Got a little cat here. Pounces on the yarn and gets excited about that. There's a bunch of animations I have to do for the cat, which I haven't done yet. Nice character intro. Or are all characters going to get those? No, I don't think so. I think I just wanted to leave it for Rip and Tear. This is so tentacle-ish. Good. I'm glad that's what you see out of it, because that's what I'm going for. I'm going for like Sam and Max Hit the Road, Day of the Tentacle style looking characters and gameplay. So yeah, perfect to hear that description. Yeah, I think there's still like a good chunk of time left to work on this game. Unfortunately, I think we're looking at like, it's probably not going to come out until next year. I wanted to release it this month or last month even, so not even Calamity. Probably not. It's just like I can't do, like, the cost of doing intro animations for every single one is like huge. You know, I always pictured that I would do it for Rip and Tear to introduce them and make that stealth sequence. I think that'll add some gravitas to the stealth sequence that nothing else really needs that sort of level of like importance. Like the stealth sequence basically is like, you know, those two dogs are gonna like eat you if you can't sneak past them, which won't actually happen. You won't actually get eaten, but I want it to feel like, oh my gosh, these are big scary dogs and I have to try and figure out a way to sneak past them. That's the plan, is to make it feel that way. So, you know, yeah. Just a banner or static image of most characters, what you're imagining. In theory, we could do something like that. I don't think I will, but yeah. The necessity of that, it does still add more work, not a full animation's worth of work, but yeah. Adds a lot more work. So getting all the sequences in place is important. Curious if you can add idle animation to the player character. We can add idle animations. I am not planning to yet. I think we can get away without idle animations for this game. For the next game, I probably will do idle animations. The good thing about the next game after this one is like all of the main characters are done. And stuff like that. We could possibly reuse some of the character animations for other characters that are in the games, like the cats or whatever. So there's probably a few assets we could like lift, like certainly inventory items and stuff like that we could lift from these 3 games. Things like that. But yeah, it's still a big project to do the next game. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I've spent another half an hour now, practically. Which is fine. Maybe 20 minutes. Maybe it's more like 20 minutes. But yeah, no, that was a pleasure to share that with you. And if you want to see more of this stuff, go check out the YouTube channel. YouTube channel has a lot of good content on it. It's got the full game, basically. Full game process for making the last 2 games. So if you want to look at me making games, that's a good place to see it. Thanks for the showcase. You're welcome. My pleasure. Absolutely. Enjoy the rest before tonight. Thank you. Yeah, we'll be back on soon. We'll be back on soon with some game playing. We're playing some retro game. I actually don't know what I'm playing tonight. I was thinking of getting back into Targon, so I don't know if I'm going to spend all night on it again though, like I did last night. I mean, not last night, Wednesday night. So I got to figure out what the next game after I play a bit of Targon is going to be. Maybe I'll play like what's it called? Realms of Chaos. Maybe I'll play Realms of Chaos. It's a little bit different, but still an action platformer. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Anyway, I'd appreciate any follows on the Fractal Mind Dev YouTube channel as well, because that does, like, it's not monetized. I need like 500 or 1,000 subscribers over there to be able to monetize the channel. So any help getting towards those numbers would be great. An old gold an old gold box D&D game on the Commodore 64. I have a few. I'd have to actually set up the Commodore though, which would take like a little bit of effort. I don't know. I'll think about it. Probably a DOS game. Probably a DOS game, or maybe a point-and-click adventure. I don't know. Are there any barbarian point-and-click adventure games? And I wonder what the solutions all have to be around how to smash something, right? I wonder if there are. I can't think of any off the top of my head, honestly, where you're just like a straight-up barbarian character. Nearest, like, I think that's what Tim Schafer was like, all the adventure game characters are just nerds and like, you know, whatever, and there's no like cool muscly men characters in them. So that's why he made Full Throttle. But Full Throttle doesn't really stand out as much as it did back then, I guess. These days, at least. I love Full Throttle. That's a really cool game. Yeah, Barbarian point-and-click adventure. Maybe I'll do that sometime. Who knows? I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna raid my own channel even though I'm offline. If you guys hang out in the chat over there, that's cool. If you don't, that's also cool. But I will be on soon. Probably, I don't know how soon. Pretty soon though, like half an hour or 40 minutes, something like that. I'll see you then. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.